Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are the channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like.
Very sorry, good morning and welcome to another edition of the program we call Colores, right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Well, today, because na public holiday, we basically go discuss things them we get for do with the country rather than we look inside the different papers them because paper they not actually come out today. Well, we actually don't get two guests them inside the program today. One where I will first introduce a female and at the first time this way to join me inside this particular program and a renowned journalist. We done day in this field for long term, get experience and done they cover a lot of development issues inside the country. Same way so I don't they manage a particular radio station in a culture radio for long time with wealth of experience, and fortunately I'll be opportunity for work with them shortly. Also we just work short term no more for able for put things them in place. And today I don't get them inside the program, and same way so I don't work with women journalists them all over the country for make sure say they seek the welfare and make sure say they actually be protected as then the practice things them inside this particular field. In name na Aminata Finda Masakoi. Good morning and welcome to Weird Colors program.
Good morning, Ali, and good morning to everybody listening or they watch we
All right.
at different platforms.
All right, and the question where I go first ask now a traditional question where we can ask people. The program in name na Colores. So the question is, and when na the last time where you actually eat Colores?
Yesterday.
Okay, what's like your best sauce you like for it whenever you eat Colores?
Me na possible. Me na what say me na real traditional woman. I can say people say me I can eat rest the morning, something net another one problem. I know able boku show business. So like if Colores sleep once a day in good shape because we can always put my food freezer, for preserve them. So like I can one man, especially cassava leaf or stew. Wow. And the bottom side of now making it, you don't want man and you don't cake na the pot, then you where I can create that crunchy.
Oh yeah.
That crunchy, that away the crunch, why the chairman. Wow. That's what I love about it.
Oh my god. And not tell me saying that cassava leaf yourself like best too, because I know plenty people like cassava leaf. Who's what you like more?
I like stew.
Stew, okay.
Where the stew, where you want the stew, the oil and the gravy where you over manipulate on at the bottom, very nice.
The way I did make you answer the finger them, I just imagine no more now. I did. How you actually they enjoy the Colores anyway, and I hope say you can give me stew this morning inside the program for we really enjoy the conversation because that's my favorite. So we go straight with the program. First of all, today na International Labour Day, whereas we basically commemorate. I want to use that word rather than celebrate. Workman them all over the world, So let me take Salone as a snapshot or as a case study. What thing you go on for say in terms of the labor na the country? We actually for the celebrate for long years we don't they see how we labor force them don't they work we need for celebrate.
Well, it's really as you say, not to celebrate, to they commemorate. Because when you they celebrate something, you get things the way they look at and celebrating something. But this way they commemorate them. It's like we they talk about the day. We they remember the day and just remind ourselves. Because when you talk about celebrate, I really for don't glad for something before I begin the celebrate or they tell thank you, you know. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna call them celebration because the labor force still they in a struggle state. You can say from the Teremiga sense, meet with parents, then they rumble about their welfare, the situation, and we self don't come, we don't join the line. It's, I mean, nothing, not change much. We still people and they grumble. And the field where myself there, there's a lot of challenges. When you look at the media landscape now the country, you dey see person they work, you not even know what they work for. Where than they self don't they contribute to, bad practice in different fronts. Because if you they work, they get better salary, and some man they go on operation pay yourself.
Okay.
And that
So
they can
a few days
destroy
ago,
the
me
thing.
and Jerry Lee been there at this platform on Independence Day, where we basically been to talk about similar thing like that. But Jerry Lee tell me say, when you the practice, you get for think of the country first, in as much as pay yourself the, but you get for say, okay, in as much as I dey take this, but I get for make sure say I do the right thing. How possible that one they be? Whenever now somebody else to go pay you and then say put him on to say money there.
Yes, well, you see, patriotism and something where they come from within. Because as an individual, if you not get values, you they fall for any bait. And you know, uh, you find yourself in a situation where very bad, where survival now a quintal can say now for the fittest today. So it puts you in a position now where you get for choose. They look at integrity, look at you, the values them, and look at waiting the public they offer, and look at your survival itself. So making say a better way you put yourself in a point where you got to get some integrity, you got to get your own values as an individual, because if not so then you they really mess up. Because looking at the options the way they come, now the one the way go tamper with your integrity, now the one the way go tamper with your values them, and now the one the way go make you not even worth. Anytime you want for say something, people not go listen to you because they know so you already don't they in the way where something like this kind to you the fella, you know get values.
Okay,
So
so
I think
let me
say
move away.
individually you got to make a move.
Very correct. But let me move away from the media, practitioner. And then we take a let's look at labor generally. You talk about, for example, the basic salary or the minimum wage, not 600,000. Taking into consideration how things are very much hard right now everywhere. Taking into consideration, how things very much expensive, and you get for pay transport, for example. Let not can you go far. You do work, for example, now. Let's say Fort Street, yeah, also have been there first for going to U building. You not go pay nothing less than 5,000 where you urgent, and calculator 5,000 you will take the month done and your salary. We know say plenty people them before the month done they cannot eat their salary, each other on it, then they go to us. And so when you don't get the salary finally, you know for take care of your home, you know for take care of your picking or nothing. You see how the condition can tell, like as you see themselves from the output, you see this say a very, very difficult for them. In as much as they work. And one thing about the country now, when you work, they not care how salary you get. As long as you work, a lot of families, burden as well they come on you. That all the help to the corruption system now the country.
Definitely. Well, you said that we forgot about the media, but the media are a part of the workforce of the country.
Well, yeah.
And exactly. So it really at the end, minimum wage now ridiculous. We not say it been bad off past so. Now Esther. In fact, whether Esther up with the kind of way where the trend they go, the cost of living, with currency, depreciation, and all of that. It's like now lunch you dey get. This na lunch per day. Now lunch per day. Because just imagine somebody will get family, picking and they go school, you get for the transport. Me on one get transport, that kind of money the way you call so. they spend more than that for transport for go work.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because of the south side,
in
the south side you go work.
Yes.
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 And you get to do that every morning.
Every morning. Just imagine. Let's just say it's from Monday to Friday. I mean, it don't make sense. So sometimes they reach as a manager, they work with people. I can feel bad knowing waiting that they get and knowing waiting at the expenditure, and I'm not able for change the situation. For me, I dey feel so bad. It can make something like the action way I for take against them, like when they go against, something you not can work on time, you not can waiting. I'm not able for take that kind of action because I get conscience. I know say the situation not favorable for them. For me them do things them the way I go once for me them do them. But although you go now some offices, some bosses not care, you know the situation, but you go take action, you go suspend people, you go sack people. I can say no, as human being, you got to think first, put yourself in the person position and know what's in the happen. It's so bad off. Look at, let's forget about it. They pay you 3 million self when at 3,000 the new leos. What did they do for you? How you they eat? One bag rest now, as they see somebody a position say don't go 900,000. If you go for pay 900,000, they pay you 3 million. You don't buy one bag rate. You go for pay transport. You go for, I mean, it is so difficult. And when you look at talking about labor, talking about we day because you dey work, yes. Some man they say a better way you get something for do. It's still better you dey grab the money you dey go and come. But which change you dey make? And that is the carry go to the boku bad thing the way people let it do because it want for live good. If they work and salary, not they able to take care of them, but they live a life where you not able to understand how they live that life. So these are some of the things them we know they justify. As I say where I start, you got to look at yourself as an individual, look at your morals, look at your values them in your life, and then you able to manage how you able to survive without compromising.
This is really serious. And something the way you actually look at how everything they grow at the market, but the salary they grow. In as much as salary they do for person, no way they except how you salary big day, you still want more. People must demand for more. But when you look at the average Sierra Leoneans, them where they say they work, yes, then they work, but within the work for no available. At some point you go see some people say, I don't work for this amount of month. I don't guess. Imagine how difficult you get to 600,000 every month. It's difficult. Then they owe you now for some month without pay. It's very, very heartrending. And we don't see, like for example, a few days ago now, we get one par we say basically they work like 1,500,000 every 3 months, then cut by a per them. You know what I mean now for working at inside in there. So like it don't take like how many I don't even remember how many months, but like it don't pass several months and not they pay them. So now it decide for TikTok. I don't know if you don't see a video like that. I cut by a part. They ask, say, do you they pay them? They are the big in family, in wealth don't left farm, in people and they respect them. All of them things. And it's just too sorry. When we use that video there, and within few hours, we're able to raise for like 5 million or so. Yes, 5 million. And then the following day, we able for raise for another money. We able for get. But if a person a way very wise, you get sense, you know how to manage something. When you get 6-7 million when they raise for you, then just give you say, yeah, take an eye on this. You go able for do something else where you go to make it, they get daily income. But I don't know no more now if you wise because we not can follow. Yeah. We can just give them, as we help them, we don't forget about them, then go on with their life them. But it really the reason why we talk about all of this because it really
fine for money tobacco.
Well, yes, it's fine for monitor because this is not the secret way maybe we get. We don't help you. We feel safe for go on. We look forward for somebody else we're able for help. You go on with your life and see how best you can plan things. Then we not give you for let you do business, but we give you for see how best you can able for help yourself. So you up to if you want to go back for the bigger, you're not gonna have to again. And we just do one. one of something where we help one time, we don't go again. Even if you sick safe, you will help you one time. And that just remind me, this not get for the discussion, but I'll just do this again quickly. We be don't talk say, I mean family members where they watch you right now, anybody where they out of the country, we're not able for help you. Because we know we get person, we go able for verify whether what you talk na true or not. Yeah, so please, we want for big back for the last 10. When you out of the country, say, elect you na salon post you out of the country, you know well, we not going for help you because not whether and the way it could be they above we earn, we not going for provide certain things them. But when you inside the country, you get sick, we can help you, you know, and not a way you just come in to say we get this problem now they help you. We get for verify and not say you really need them because we know what it means. Some people they take advantage of certain situation. Just come in.
But if I can't say now, say add up.
Well, that is it. You know, well, even if you tell me, say you add up, honestly, we can help person we add up. But, you know, something there in me where, I don't know, I'm for able for connect with waiting you the talk or waiting, you for able for make I feel like for say, me a part of you. You know, sometimes you don't even need for tell me say add up. You could just explain that situation and get connected straight off. Help the come inside. So I don't know how God can direct me actually for able for make like help person. But they think it just come from nowhere. Not only for saying now you for explain to me. Just talk with you talk no more. You don't need for explain say you not get money, you this, you that. It's the instinct. Me na not like how you can feel for you staff them. Yeah, you can see. I don't work with you. I don't see I can deal with you staff them. You know, sometimes you can just see them. Okay, this person you know say you need this thing, and then you can do them. Okay, look on add up now. Okay, yeah, now go buy this. Yes, you know, not to your responsibility, but your responsibility at the same time. You just show say you're not to just a manager. Well, in as much as the word manager for manage, but not to personal things that you manage. But you go beyond that manager position, you go and think that you treat it like we say you're not a mother to them. So I want to give you that waiting there. You really don't try in terms of because you don't really manage that station though. You really don't try. One day I watch you on our Facebook. I say, wow, that's the baby, Mrs. Masako.
Thank you.
And I really don't try. So going back to this thing, you know, you really think say I don't listen to government. I don't listen to politicians. Them. I don't listen. I'm not hearing anybody to talk about how for develop the workforce, how for improve the living condition of that average man. We still the handle 600,000 per month. Recently, the president don't go make a statement in parliament to say close parliament, but he not talk anything about that average man where they talk about 600,000 per month. You think say politicians, the government really they think of the average Sierra Leoneans? In terms of the way they work, the labor force, where you go say this, sometimes they work in a Lebanese place, they work in this, they work in that. Now 600,000 they get. You think say they concern about we honor just we vote the value. You know what I mean?
I think say a really, really unfortunate, Alio. Yes, a really unfortunate, because in the very first place, why we need governments, why we need representatives in parliament, now for me they talk on with behalf. But now, Saloya we see, people will go in parliament just for themselves. Because by rights, now me you they go represent. Now me now you constituent. Now we they vote for them for go. Because there are certain things we go say, some say the head where that the president. But could say the way you know they know when I get for Brian come to a notice. That make you get ministers, that make you get directors, that make you get, you know, there are different arms in governance. But it's unfortunate that we only get people that will care, but we as Sierra Leoneans then, when they're in opposition, they can tell you that for free. I can say the most sensible politician, now the one where they're in opposition, na Salonia. Where they're in opposition, then gets the brightest of ideas. When they're in opposition, then they see all the loopholes then. When they're in opposition, now this, na yana the problem. Then they forget say, when they come, they tell like for say, na some kind of veil line they cover their face. As they come, they don't know again outside the problem there. as they come, they don't know the solution about the problem. Now, different focus, different discussion altogether. So making say no Sierra Leonean politician, no difference. Nobody know they can tell me say, now this person, not to me. Because you only they say that this person because you know they governance. They're all very selfish and not care about the people and welfare. Because looking at what they happen now in Sierra Leone, I mean, where SL people they in opposition, the ideas were so great. You know, they highlight the issues. But in governance, that is the same thing. What could thing not change? What could thing just go on the same way or either, you know, they increase? And now we get APC in opposition, where we don't make the same mess, they make the same mistakes they now get the idea. So I can ask myself, also una been there with all these ideas, when now una they see the problems them. You know, so coming back into governance, what they really get for change? It's like people not get we at heart, politicians not get we at heart. Because now, go into parliament, with all the issues the teachers that don't ask, the people that don't ask for things that we get for do with we welfare, we the people we send them in. At the close of parliament, what do they do? Then go and pass bills them where they just for them. How can you, with the kind economy, the kind suffer, the kind things that way we they go through, the kind struggle where we they go through as a nation, you as a representative of the people, when they pay you almost million already, then they pay you almost million already. Then you say you want a retirement package of $50,000. Just multiply that by the number of MPs that we will get. Also, salon the pull money. I just say pray and hope say the president, Julius Maada Bio, no go append in signature to that kind bogus request thing. Because you dey do things the way your economy they boom. You dey make them kind of request the way you know say, I mean the people themselves they smile. But if me when you dey go represent, not they smile, I feel say things they go difficult and where I mean the government needs for put things in place for the exchange rate steady in a way where I mean the markets we go there and no say the small money safe way I get I will for use them, but we're very, very difficult. Then parliamentarians them they go make requests like that they last minute because they don't bring this thing out, you know, Selena you don't bash at them say no, this not in the interest of the country, not to in the way, then for do, you know, then just go silent about it. Then last minute for the closure of parliament, then bring a cow back, begin discuss and say 12 midnight, after 12 midnight, where they don't want to discuss anything in the interest of this country at the length of, as late as that kind of time. So I believe say this not so in real interest, and also now there with problem they start. Because we trust people with we welfare in governance, but where they go, now then self they remember. So it don't make now there's a mad rush into politics. Everybody want to be politician. The political window don't so open now that everybody want for go in. You just see people and tell you say, I don't want economics and policy. Everybody wants symbol loud. They want because they not say when they're going to parliament. They don't change. They don't reach. As they go into parliament, everything don't change about them. People they were there in a parliament, when not they go to their constituency. When you ask them and say, any say go there, then fixing and me gets the answer to their problem. Then they request too much. So they go there. Then seldomly they even go and bring the issues of their constituents them to parliament. They don't even know what them people they feel that their constituency. Because I'm not going to say me a member of parliament for constituencies 005. I'm not Dede. All man there inside freedom. All man there inside freedom. So now when you feel for going to your constituency, now you go there. So who are you actually representing in parliament? So I think say one for starters, if you the day that constituency that they represent, if for them that you constituency, for they spend 80% of your time that you constituency. So you go know what's in the happen there. But then the balance, they don't want to know. They only they go there where election time done in here now, they go for go convince the people.
And
So now that
interestingly,
make them go just
interestingly, during this same way politics election time don't come, so now they take a member of parliament, they tell them then go begin the bill bridges, then cross them foot bridge them, then go begin to tell them about the water, then go begin to tell them about light, how they go make them get it. But the minute when they go back to parliament and tell them, no, not our responsibility this, they actually in every other time they make sure say them tell the people them say this now the thing where we they do. But once they go to parliament and say I want to law no more we concern, but now law we they make, so how we the people if actually know say we know for the fall for lies. What do we for do? As a journalist, what do we actually need for do?
We for know what we want. Now do we for start. We for know what we want.
How we for know what we want when the election right now not based on ideas, rather based on na me tribe this, na we are born, na me fumble this, na me region this. That's what we see now.
This na the third thing will not happen now in political space.
Mm-hmm.
Because now people they look at, we know they look at individual representation. If Aliu come and say he want for 5 for member of parliament and the constituency, make her do a background check about Aliu. Let know exactly what's in now your interest. You don't need for BC, you know possibly done the bill at the area, you don't contribute at the area, and for no first waiting at your interest. What you lack, you're not supposed to get you people at that, regardless of your political party. But as you say, it's sad that people know they look at individuals. We know they look at representation. We they look at colors. Once na me party, I no one know. We don't get somebody who don't say, me I don't care, like a dog them put there. Once na me party, I dey vote for her.
Mm-hmm.
You can imagine for let somebody use that kind word there. I can say me, the last election, I voted for 3 different political parties. For presidential, I voted for one party. For member of parliament, I voted for one party. And for the councillorship, I voted for one party. 3 different political parties because if they look at the individuals. For mayor, I vote for another person. Because I look at the person and know what me feel say able for offer. I look at them, looking in composition and see what they able for do. But if I see where I come, I look for green, I look for red, I look for gold, I look for down there, then we lost them. And it's sad. I don't know, I don't really believe say that they go change now because they're the same trend. And we that the media, we don't they talk. But I tell you, the mindset of Sierra Leoneans, unfortunately, the educated Sierra Leoneans, they're so disappointing when they come on politics, pass with people them where they were not educated. In fact, now we they take the wrong message so we people them. You don't send a picking the whole land book and feel say that people can't tell you what thing for do, we can lead you. This you very picking, they go preach hate speech to you, and they go tell you bad things them, they tell you propaganda messages them, they convince you. So that picking where you don't see as hero in your family, as you educated hero. Then now if they can deceive you, if they mislead you. So you they listen to them. That's the unfortunate truth. So when you gonna market, the way where the big one them, the educated one them, then on social media, the way that they talk, when you gonna market, now so the woman that they talk. When you gonna present, now that's not the discussion. When you go inside product, now that's not the discussion. And it's so disappointing because if you, the educated one they talk to, you they pass the message so easily and you get following. So now that's now a problem. If we the educated one day, we will go school. We're not black and white. If we not change, we not be patriotic, we not be nationalistic. and take the correct message so we people them. Take the correct message so we followers them. We go continue in this trend. 62 years, not just the same thing, and we not get anything tangible for sure. After Pakaba and Rain after the war, Salon take a different trend, and that with the see so. It dey go from bad to worse. Because the nationalistic message wey Pakaba dey preach from the experience of the war and say, let's go this way. I know say beaucoup people, even within a political party, not been like the way we they go. But it been get a dream. And we only they appreciate and now we this not the other thing about Sierra Leoneans. Where we get good thing and we know they appreciate and now we don't go. Now everybody they give back say, oh Pakaba did this, Pakaba did well. Because they know they again. But that trend where it been just set, that pace, if we been follow them as a nation, we not go the outside with day.
Okay.
We not go the afraid with say.
Okay. So
We not go
another
even think
term.
bad about
Now we're in a very serious. Now the peak of the election with this so right now. So we do
Yes.
nomination today. APC they do nomination for the presidential candidate. Tomorrow SLPP they do nomination for the presidential candidate. You know, let's look at how it's like in terms of security. What do they expect? From the nomination today in terms of tomorrow. What would they expect? Let's start with today. You think say we will get this kind of fear opportunity for everybody for able to participate. And support the young candidates when it comes to the nomination?
There is, the skepticism where people look a little bit skeptical about, anytime people together now, some man they afraid say, oh, make I not go to that area there because of the way we don't feel say or we don't show say we're not able for compose with self. I can say politics, we always can talk not to do or that thing. And we forget the space for able for express we say. We forget the space for able for support we candidates them. Because in the very first dynamic we get elections. Not a one party state we did. And if we get elections, that democracy, so we all know go there one side. Support you whoever you believe in, do them peacefully. This person himself gets a own aid, a get a brain, make it use them for decide on other thing one for support. And only for you as enemy because I think say they support other they support. That's not democracy. Another thing for feel say me and you to not for eat na one plate, we not for sleep na one house, we not for day na one group because we know they see one side. No. That's not the beauty of the democracy. Everybody for gets that free will there for day outside there peacefully. And me they upset the police, the Sierra Leone police, for give equal protection for each and every political party we go there treat for support their candidates in their nominations, in everything we get for do with the politics till June 24th. Because, this, we say Sierra Leone police. So the police not just for the ruling party, the police, they for every Sierra Leonean, including each and every political party. And I expect we as Sierra Leoneans them for compose ourselves and behave in a manner of support and solidarity. Okay. So with political parties.
So
and
look at this
them.
Recently, PPRC don't say unanimously political parties then don't agree for the political rallies. But we see rallies they go on, for example, and at the provinces, and even when the two mayoral candidates do the nomination, we see people outside. This now are the presidential candidates. Then you think say rally not gonna happen?
Well, I don't know. Who keeps on at it? I don't see any way Samura and Kamara then they bring and come today for candidate nomination in support of the democracy. And I believe say the only for it. Not of fact, and the people themselves come and dance or sing and support your candidate, go and come back. No attack person, no stone person, because I believe if it's peaceful on both sides, then need not be for violence. Because they come out for go, that will be done Sabina, that's we know. That's it, and that's why one, they sing.
All right, the program na cool. Yes, the internet actually they hold on to Aminata. Na cool. Yes, you watch it now on YouTube and on Facebook. They stay on the channel that we are. So if you not subscribed to this channel, please consider for do so now. And if you not actually like the program, yet do so and then share the program for we. We actually get Aminata Masakoi, Finda Masakoi, and we na station manager for Culture Radio, do it inside the program. And as well, you know, in I don't work with female journalists them all over the country for make sure say they seek the welfare of journalists them, the female journalists them, and self see how best they able for protect journalists them inside the country. And I get wealth of experience when it comes to, you know, issues that we get for do with, you know, governance. Issues that we get for do with, you know, the people, you know, democracy, you know, they get wealth of experience. You know, like I say, I work with Aminata Masakoi for a few months, you know, where I go and help them for, you know, develop things them in the station, you know, and as well, me and a husband as well working at the same institution. So the person we I talk to right now, and the person we I get, you know, I know I'm very much, you know, in terms of working relationship, I know I'm very much, you know, a husband, and as well at the same time, you know, the woman, the wife, you know. But we look forward for get them again inside the program. It actually the network don't make it all go out. We'll see if we can able to get them again in the shortest possible time for let we continue with the discussion. But of course, if we just talk about the nomination day today for APC, nomination day tomorrow for SFPP. And a presidential nomination, we decided to go na ECSL na Moriton for go do the nomination. You know, go snap them. When they talk about nomination, basically you go to somebody where you go say for we party we nominate this particular person, then somebody they say okay, I second them, we agree for a contest, you know, and then ECSL go able for snap them. You know, then we snap them, you know, put them, you know, for that picture the way then they snap them on that particular day, then they get for put on the ballot paper. So they go with in different, you know, people you know, they jubilate with them, you know, celebrate in nomination, and then after which that is it. Then sign some documents them, you know, who say you go agree on certain, you know, things them, you know, and then they read the nomination, you know, notes. And then that is it. It don't happen for the then and then they go hang down in other words, they go gazette them, they wait for see if anybody they will contest that particular thing. Until now, no say for the APC, you know, Alfred Peter Conte, for example, they don't tell people say as far as in concern the convention where they go all na McKinney. Not all the APC convention that one day. So then they look forward for Sialbeshenke all a convention na Potloko. So we don't know if Alfred Peter Conte and the other people them go actually come and you know object to the nomination of Samura Kamara, you know, where go be today, because if you don't tell me that they say as far as they concern, you know, recognize Samura because that convention where they go all not so very sorry, not a real convention that one day. You know, the ITGC where the court set up for the convention as far as it's concerned, you know, they still get the convention for going with, so that convention the way they go also not a convention as far as it's concerned. So since they get for gazette this particular thing, and then they look forward for see how best, you know, everything will go in place. So we don't know who side the stand, you know, we don't know side the APC stand, you know, because you know a lot of things that be they on. Although because the last themselves where he appear again after all them we don't get everything. We know much thing come out of that. We know much thing come out of that yet. But still we look forward for see what thing will get for happen. We look forward. Oh, I just don't get another how they call it? I just don't get another flyer as May 3rd nomination day presidential candidate. PDP themselves they do the your method. So today the first could be and I just don't get PDP the own. We don't come inside. Maybe we can let's just see if I can make a call and see how best we can talk about this particular thing. Let's just take a very short break. We'll come back just now.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different.
Okay, so I've been just to talk about the nomination just now where we get the flyer we come inside. Then I promise you say I will say I can make a call and see if we can get a person. We actually don't get Saidu Kagbo in the deputy national secretary for the PDP Sobe. Yes, you remember PDP Sobe, right? And as we talk, let's just see quickly how I can, bring for you the PDP, the presidential candidate, then flyer up, so you self go able for see this one. Let's just send her inside the system so you go see them. So basically, when they can talk to this man with a side of Kagbo, and they can't tell we about the nomination. Their nomination will be on the 3rd, of the 3rd of this month, when May. 3rd of May. So Saidu Kagbo don't join me. Saidu, let's just say good morning. Alright, we get correction in CD, but let's just project them so you know so we don't get Saidu Kagbo all the line. Saidu Kagbo, good morning and welcome to Weird.
Network problem.
Yes, I know. You get me now, Saidu? Saidu, you get me? Okay. We still try for see how best we can get Saidu. So basically Saidu Kagbo, they can't tell me about the presidential candidates, we na Prince Koka na the presidential candidate for the PDP party. We basically go tell we waiting them think. This is not the presidential candidates for the PDP party. And this now we can talk and bring on board everybody we feel say we is necessary for we talk to about this political landscape, the way how the politics there now we for talk to everybody. So I just go backward again a little bit and see our best I can come again with Saidu Kagbo inside if possible. Yeah. I dial again and call Saidu Kagbo for we see how best we can discuss the issues quick one before we wrap up the program today. This now the term don't begin council where we get for the talk to every political party for make sure say then get within they're supposed to get a level playing in the playing field. Saidu, did you get me?
Yes, I get you, sir.
So beautiful
Live
one.
and direct.
right now we screen on a presidential candidate, Dede, beautiful one, everybody is see him. They say, according to the flyer, una say, join me on Wednesday, May 3rd, on my nomination day as presidential candidate. The person na the screen na Prince Coker, where they represent PDP Sobe. Tell me small about this particular candidates. Tell me small about this candidate where you get for represent now.
Mefamulem, once again, me Saidu Kago, the National Deputy Secretary General, People's Democratic Party, PDP Sobe. On Wednesday, May 3rd, therefore be a wonderful day. That's LEONE. We wanted to all know we PDP Sobe, this great party, don't bounce back.
Okay.
We dey go nominate to presidential candidate on Mr. Prince Coker.
Okay.
That man we don't represent women in this country.
Okay.
Where he did down now the history of the country for the past 3 years. And don't mobilize women all over the country for help the grassroots women them. Women they will get challenged marketplaces and them business places them. It will help them. Women and they now the houses them where they face domestic violence and demand this where they advocate for women them nationwide. So today we make the announcement for Wednesday, May 3rd, where we go present that man who can go to the next headquarters for let go through a nomination process. That man where they represent the youth them. And they bring the youth them together for fair work for them. They don't do them for the past 3-4 years.
Okay.
We got the calling for become the chairman for all
you
political
talk about
parties in
job,
Australia.
and today na Labor Day. And how many job where he actually don't fend for youth them, for people them? And whose kind job?
Well, actually, the job them in a sense, one, I can start for the government area. He not create the job on his own because he not get that kind of money, that capacity yet. But they don't advocate in so many areas in the government institutions them. Take for example, people who can need who want to join the police force, who then can need recommendation from authorities up there in at the person where the grassroots people then can come meet. They don't advocate for people who join the military. They don't advocate for them for do civil service jobs them in this country. When at different offices where they go cry, they go talk to the government offices them for letting take some people. We know now this country, if you not get connection up there for letting take you, because most of them job here, some people them accept and go meet honorable and go meet ministers. But there will people there, so don't get access to the honorables there. They don't get access to the ministers there. The only person they get access to now the chairman of APA, the chairman all political parties association.
Okay.
So
this person where they talk about so when a Prince Coker, now the chairman for, you get me? This particular person where they talk about so now the chairman for APA, NT.
Yes, sir, the chairman for APA, all
So
political
let me
parties
talk about the
association.
nomination fee. Taking into consideration una party the struggle, una actually don't pay una nomination fee.
Well, actually, we don't start the nomination processes. Then take it down from the councillors, local council elections. We party the struggle. Yes, we struggle from down they come up. Well, to be frank enough, my brother, we are not struggling in terms of finance.
Okay.
We thank God, thank you for that because we serve together.
How una dey get una money?
We don't start from we don't pay for the councillors them. We pay for the all at the urban district. We pay for the all at the rural district. So money is not our problem.
Wow, money not una problem. That's great. How una dey get una money?
Well, we your membership, as we tell you, we don't talk we don't tell the public say that the party this we stand for the grassroots, that the party this will stand for the traders. Within we own party, we dey raise funds, especially the big one and the big executives.
Yeah.
We dey
So
put money together.
you dey right now in office?
Party activities them.
Okay, you dey right now in office?
We are business people.
You dey get me? You dey right now in office, Saidu?
Behind the break, but they get get you clear, sir.
Yes, you there right now on a party office?
Well, we dey move now from the party office and they go down to the side where we get meeting today na Texaco as we don't pass announcement.
So this una chairman, una presidential candidate, it didn't near you at all?
For let we go get the parliamentary nomination processes them online.
Una chairman actually there with you right now. Why I say chairman? Una presidential candidate, is there with you right now?
You know they with me now. As I talk, in the other motor cave, they try for go.
Okay.
So
what thing I would do? I will actually book an time with you. We will really let for talk to let we help for talk about in campaign and all thing. Nanette, 9 o'clock. But I will call you back after this program for let me talk about because
I will explain to my leader, my boss.
Yes, you will tell him. Then I will call you back for we go able for see if we can get in time Nanette because we will really need to get him. Let it talk to the people of Salon, okay?
Sure. It will be available because I'm man of the people.
I know. I don't see how we do things then. Thank you very much. I go actually reach back to you later. Thank you very much for the information.
Thank you, my brother.
All right.
Yes, thank you to the general public.
All right. So, okay. In him na Saidu Kagbo, we actually na the deputy, national secretary for the PDP Sobe. We then say they do the nomination. Remember, say today the first, na APC the second, na SLPP the third, na PDP Sobe. We go actually do the nomination. Now we go back to we guess them quickly. We just don't get this thing we come. It not been the part of the schedule, but we feel so for talk about that, especially we actually lost. We guessed them. So like come to now, Babadi and Aminata, Babadi Pali, you actually the join me right now. For we talk. This is not the first time. Welcome to the program for this morning. You mute.
Yeah, welcome.
Yes, Aminata, you said there with me.
Oh yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, so let's put this question to now. We just all listen to PDP. PDP themselves they do the nomination on the third. Tell me how not only see the tempo of PDP na the tongue.
For me, I don't see any younger political party or emerging political party because then if it's what we called young political parties, emerging political parties, looking for emerge victorious in any of the elections.
Okay.
That was proven. 2002, PLP, 2007, PMDC, 2018, we have a whole lot of them. 2023 now, they are now being muzzled. Free state institutions being used.
So how you say the smaller party then? Because I will refuse to call a younger party because PDP don't exist for long years now. Why you say smaller party then, than the muscle? How comes the state the muscle then?
Yeah, because one, they didn't forget sitting in parliament.
Yeah, but that's not the responsibility of the state, not just their own adness, how them cable campaign, how they cable for convincing.
Yeah, what I would say, even the ones that now we manage for sitting in parliament, we see how they treat them.
Tell me more about this.
How they treat them.
Okay.
A is C4C.
Okay.
C4C, now they look through the eye of SVP in the current government. These are the facts. Then they have to give a hunt in the future. You'll have to hunt us in the future. C4C is not looking through the eye of SVP. So what has been happening now, they never use the VPIC and use the courts for dismantle them, dislodge them, scatter the entire executive. A. The second time again, don't forget the strength. Then go ahead now, do the convention. That was an injunction. After then go to the lower level as a start so and having a convention, no injunction. The pieces try to have series of meetings or conventions. They're injuncted. Interim injunction, interlocutory injunction, expert used. So many things happen in these first 5 years. All these 5 years. of President Bio. State institutions are being used. Now look at the PIC. We don't work with political parties. We provide political consulting. It's a new concept, but we do so. With the UN don't be from interested and get momentum at the moment. You look at what really happened with other political parties. Once they look through the eye of SVP, they will never be allowed to go ahead and participate.
What about, for example,
now,
C4C?
Again, let's just say now, ADP, as they incarcerate them, chairman leader. What next? That was 2019, long time ago. I was on AIV, Good Morning Show. A lady who don't resign in 2018 from ADP, when I be running mate to Kamara, and let them people should put, see for go ahead, let him be the chairman, the lead person for ADP. After we discussed on AIV, the lady therefore said, no, I will not resign, I don't join SVP. I cannot be a mosquito. Secondly, after, there's been no opportunity for anybody, for any convention or whatever, or any representation. PBIC now play the politics in favor of the government. Fortunately, they don't send a new PBIC Act, it's been approved, so they can cancel your registration or whatever. They can deregister you as and when they think or feel like taking that power from the Supreme Court. We didn't get them, but it's sole responsibility. You look at this political party, you call them NPD, National Progressive Democrats. Wadi Williams is the chairman leader. He will never join with SVP. Then cancel the party, then they and say, NURP was smart enough for going through the process. I was there, I witnessed, I was invited to talk in the convention. I was there, I witnessed as a grafting. So these things are happening, nobody's talking. Some of us who don't move away say, we cannot talk anymore. But things say, things will happen. They're spontaneous.
Right.
They're not good for democracy. They reverse democratic trends. Now, you have so many other political parties, but when they're in tune with SVP, they all look at them. Look at them, UNPP. See PDP now. People go ahead to do it because the big joining phase with the SVP.
Right. That brings you.
You have other political parties. What's the list of people who are inducted, who were not allowed at all, who are not given, who are sent, whose names are sent to next say they should not participate when they get structured already? Because she or she don't give about SVP leaderships. Then they don't injunct them. Up to now, they are there.
Let's come over to you, Aminata, quickly. Babadi, hold on quick. Aminata, we just talked to PDP, then said they do the nomination on the 3rd. You don't listen to the submission of Babadi as well. What do you make up of that?
Making so you say, I get a different view from that of what Babadi they say. Because the point is, we don't ever get any serious political party apart from APC and SLPP. Because people they know they take their own business serious. If we always thought force, which thought force don't come and stand up for what they believe in and continually challenge the system and continually, stand for, being that kind of force where SLPP or APC go reckon with. It mentioned C4C. C4C na me heart, me na corner woman. So I know every bit of what they happen. I don't they follow them to my blood because I know say this is something where people will look forward to and look as a party will go come and decide on the fate. Decide even if you're not able to win seats now. The point is everybody will come today, one for be president today. And that's not Hamburg C4C, that is on board NGC, that is on board PDP Sobe. I mean, them parties and they all do the can and they make noise, everything. How many of them don't ever get seats in the parliament apart from C4C? ADP, Kamara Kam, it was so vibrant, it was everywhere. With all in vibrancy, it couldn't get one seat in parliament. So that just show, say, we don't go back, I mean, that they can go back to the point of we believing in these two political parties. So it's all for say, most of the political parties when they come are just distraction and recognition. Like C4C, we don't make a very good inroads where they may for maintain. As a party, we come for the very first time, they able to get 8 seats out of 7 Nakono district, out of 9, sorry, Nakono district. Why not maintain this party and let the party be a force for reckoning?
All right. So let's ask Kuna one last question because of the time. We actually, because of the breaking between, we don't actually pass the time. But I'll ask you this one last question with Kigazi this particular program, and then maybe the how they call them, the speech to Parliament will find another day for discussion. But since we talk about the election, the nomination, and all, now we see what happened with Mohamed Bangura and the UDM party, where before the election in 2012 or so. Before even then they go to election, Mohamed Bangura don't declare for the APC.
Exactly.
We see NGC, the same thing. Before the election, the NGC don't declare for the SLPP, and other political parties don't do the same. So what do we get for C? Some of them parties where we see so they run for the nomination. We get for C, then they go to the nomination, or they just want to fill the list for say, okay, we support to this particular thing, to this particular party. If they win, we say forget benefit.
For me, Ali, I have to say that distraction. They just wanted to distract us. They really not mean for challenge APC and SLPP. So everybody they come like the same trend no more than they follow. If you don't say you want for stand out, for create a change, why you not go maintain? But it's all like say they come all my one for B, the kind of person we want for B. Then at the end of the way, not succeed, you switch back, you go to the old school parties. C4C, C4C not that problem with APC or SLPP. The problem they get among themselves. Just the same problem where SLPP they get among themselves, say NGC form. The same problem where APC they get among themselves, say C4C, Emerge, and other parties then. The same problem where they get when PDP. So if them parties they come, they Emerge, why they not go maintain? So just to show say the leadership of we politicians there, now self-seeking politicians, they not get any direction. Because if you get a direction, come what may, you will still stand and maintain that your integrity. The team force we don't make you convince people and for follow you. You for stand and maintain that position there. But they always sway, then they swap. When you make today and they cross over. So no new politician not there. Nobody not want a change. We just lie for ourselves and lie to the people and say we want a change. We don't want a change. If we want a change, we gonna maintain the inroads them what they don't make as political party. See, that mess. Look at we don't look and say they for don't maintain and be that kind of party day. But now look at what
no right. Okay, so we actually get issue with the line.
Yesterday, of the other 40 members there,
all right, so let's see, we get probably the line, and we don't come to the end. Let's come to you, Babadi. What do you make up of that? What do you get for C for this election? Them smaller political parties will actually get for participate, or then just want for fill the space?
Well, me not see them participating with strength, with zeal and zest. This is why they've been held on. They've been held on. Even the major opposition party, one of the oldest political parties, which participated in this election, they don't scatter the executive force for the first time. The executive was scattered, destroyed completely for the first time in a democracy. even Sir Alvagai, regime, not ever attempt for use the court for scatter Papa Sheki in administration. But in this administration, we say they scatter APC to a point that APC no leadership for attempt for go oversee registration. So these are democratic means when they use. And they get to hunt people in back in the future. We are afraid. So what they read beyond. We don't read what happened in the 60s and 70s. How it happened. We just say so in the Gombola. Pastor he bad, he wicked, he not good at all. You go, you scatter that person in party. When that person come back, what you gonna do in party? What you gonna do in party? I mean, we got to be very frank and fair here. C4C is a big political party after APC. 8 seats in parliament, 2 councils. What's happened to C4C? They don't scatter them with the leader then in the parliament. In the left go on SVP. Then the long time we cook again. As them go, they give them audience with Fisher. This very Fisher, this George Fisher. Then things happen. Scatter. Injunct them. No way for go for how you call it nomination. Because they will never join SVP. RINIP, all the others, they will join SVP. That I think from a frank point of view. They are prepared already, they get the package already. But these guys who have been blacklisted by PPIC, we're in another sect, where they destroy with democracy, destroy political parties. Parties is in another place there for morning to night. Now they work now. Try to solve problems. Still, people never look into them problems. Today, and now they don't even look at the say, well, you PDP, you go ahead. Look at Piers Cooker. It's serious. See Piers Cooker, who's chair for APA, where PDP don't want at all. He's just a general. It's all been micromanaged. If not then truth that so, we don't go before. You micromanage process. It's a blue eye of the SVP. I mean, they make an APA chairman. Okay. People that left APA, political parties, they go for what they call all political parties outside parliament, APA. But it was never approved by PIC. Piscopa is still there. And then we go back as a PDP leader. So, I mean, you have to say these things very, very clear. PPIC is a problem, the judiciary is a problem.
All right.
Thank you. Democracy.
Thank you very much for where you joined me.
Only second line, let's talk a bit. Now, we are suffering as Syrians for basic goods and services. Me self to suffer for even buy bread. Bread when I've been 2 leon, now I'm 4 leon. Bread I've 3 now I'm 5 leon. You call it sugar. Don't go, everything don't go. You know, me the cash level on anybody, and the same with government get a lot for do for improve the average income of the Sierra Leonean.
All right.
They don't need to give you an excuse again at all. You spent 5 years.
No. Excuse. No, we're not. Nobody need excuse again. Thank you very much, Babadi, for joining me inside the program this morning, and Aminata for the first time you joining me inside the program. Thank you very much. We hope for they get you again. We to now brilliant analysis them when I don't get to the program this morning. Thank you very much, Aminata from the Massakoy, and thank you very much to you, Thomas Pa Ali Babadi, for wanna join me inside the program. I appreciate your time with me this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks to you as well. We don't watch and don't share the program. Thanks to the producer for this program, Ilya Sabah. Well, until we meet again inside another beautiful edition of a program we call Colres. I want to say God bless we country Sierra Leone, where we call We Are. Thank you very much. Good day. All right. Well, thank you.
Another morning again inside we had
Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how music again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wall and we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes,